don't you feel like time flying lately? Just yesterday we were just redesigning our old project, and now there's a ton of new stuff filling up.
For real this, and now we've got the massive challenge ahead, Ujicom. Honestly, I'm already feeling the pressure.
Haha, same here, but honestly, even with all the stress, I feel kinda excited too. It's like this big moment to prove everything we have learned so far.
Exactly. I mean, stuff like this really shows us how much we've grown. So, for all of you listening, are you guys also stressed out over exam or big challenge? Hit up and let us know.
Totally off. And today episode is gonna be just as exciting, so make sure to stick around until the end. Alright, let's dive in. Here we go. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to our podcast. I'm Radis.
And I'm Reggie. Today we are talking about something super relatable, FOMO or fear of missing out, and how it meets with modern life.
Have you ever feel FOMO? Like you miss out an event or some update and suddenly you feel like left behind.
Oh, all the time. Especially
Oh, yeah.
when I'm scrolling Instagram and see friends hanging out or traveling somewhere cool. It's like, why wasn't I invited? Or why am I not there? How about you?
Same B. Sometimes it feels even worse. Like I'm not just missing event but missing life. It's like everyone else is moving forward but I'm stuck.
That's the thing. FOMO starts small but can grow into stress, insecurity, and overthinking.
Totally. Let's start with a story about how FOMO impacts people. I read about someone who got severe anxiety from being too exposed to social media. Their friend posting about travel abroad, buying luxury items, or landing amazing jobs. Over time, they felt their life wasn't good enough. They start losing confidence, withdrawing socially, and even experience depression because they felt they could never keep up.
That's so sad. But honestly, it's not just them. Tons of people out there feels the same way. That's why this topic is so important.
Absolutely, but before we dive deeper, let's break it down. What exactly is FOMO?
FOMO stands for fear of missing out. It's that anxiety you feel when you think you're missing out on something important, whether it's an event, trend, or even just what's happening in other people's life. And social media is a big driver of this.
Yeah, social media is like a highlight reel of everyone's best moment. You see their wins, but not the struggle behind the scene.
Exactly, and it makes us compare our behind the scenes to their best moments, which is not fair at all.
Let's take a step back. What's your personal definition of FOMO? To everyone listening, how would you describe FOMO in your own words? Is it just about missing events or is it deeper, like feeling disconnected from life itself?
Yeah, think about it for a second. Does FOMO for you come from wanting to belong, wanting success, or just curiosity? It would be awesome if you guys share your thoughts.
Right, and FOMO doesn't just mess with your mind. It hits you psychologically too. Have you ever stayed up late just scrolling, afraid of missing something?
Oh, for sure. It's like if I sleep, I might miss an important post. Then I end up doom scrolling till morning.
Exactly, FOMO can ruin your focus, mess up your sleep, and even disconnect you from the people around you. Ever been in a group hangout where everyone glued to their phones?
All the time. It's like we're physically together, but mentally somewhere else, checking out other people's fun. So ironic, right?
Totally. Let's talk about why FOMO is so common today.
One reason is definitely technology. We're bombarded with so much information in real time, and it pressures us to stay updated.
Agree. And then there's this competitive culture on social media. It's like everyone's in this unspoken race to look cooler, busier, and happier.
And that competition just drains you. You cannot win because there's always someone who seems to have more.
Let's break down how FOMO affects us. I'd say it impacts three key areas: mental health, social media connection, and finance. What do you think, Gi?
Totally, let's start with mental health. FOMO causes stress, anxiety, and even depression. You constantly feel inadequate or behind.
Yeah, and there's something called FOMO anxiety, where you are so scared of missing out that you can't even enjoy the moment you are in.
Exactly. Then, socially, FOMO push us away from real life connections. Like we say we're together but not really there. We're too busy checking our phones.
So true, and financially, it's a disaster. FOMO make us spend on things we don't need to just keep with our friends. Our friends.
Flash sales, luxury brands, trendy gadgets, you name it. We buy just to show off online, not because we need those things.
And it doesn't stop there. FOMO can trap us in unhealthy habits like overworking to appear successful. And guess what? Our health pays the price.
Yeah, and then there's the guilt of resting. Like I'm not being productive 24 per 7, I'm toiling. But rest is so essential for mental health.
Absolutely. Another overlooked aspect of FOMO is it is impact on self-worth. When you are constantly comparing your life to others, it's hard to appreciate yourself or your own achievement.
True, and let's not forget decision paralysis. With so many options and even you end up overwhelmed and unable to choose anything, fearing you'll make the wrong choice.
That's so real, and it's not just about events. Even small things like choosing what do we want to watch on Netflix can feel like decision.
Right, and there is also the issues of social pressure. You feel like you have to be everywhere and do everything because everyone else is doing it.
Which leads to burnout. You are always choosing something but never feeling satisfied. It's like running a race with no finish line.
Exactly, and this cycle can damage your relationship too. People might feel you're not present or that you value social media more than real life interactions.
Speaking of relationship, have you noticed how FOMO can even affect dating? Like when people compare their relationship to those perfect couples on social media?
Yes, it creates unrealistic expectations, and people start feeling their own relationships is not good enough. It's toxic.
Another interesting point is how FOMO doesn't just target individuals but also groups or communities. Like, have you heard of even FOMO, where you feel you're missing out of cultural or global movements, like a concert or viral meme?
Totally. And then there's career FOMO, where you're comparing your job milestones to others. It's like, why is everyone already ahead of me?
Exactly, it can make you doubt your own timeline. Like, what happened to everyone has their own pace.
So, what can we do to combat FOMO? Let's dive into solutions.
First, set boundaries with technology. Limit your screen time and turn off unnecessary notifications.
And focus on gratitude. Remind yourself of the good things in your life instead of what you're missing out on.
Also, rate your feed. Follow people who inspire you or make you feel good, not those who trigger FOMO.
And spend more time offline, engage in activities that ground you, like reading, hiking, or just hanging out with friends without checking your phone.
For sure, and don't forget to celebrate your own achievement, big or small. They are matter.
Let's all remember, life is not a competition. It's about finding joy in your own journey.
Here's a challenge for everyone listening. Try a FOMO detox this week. Spend a day, even a few hours, without checking social media. Journal about how it makes you feel. Does it reduce stress? Help you connect better with yourself or others?
And if you have good stories or tips about dealing with FOMO, we'd love to hear them. Let us know what works for you.
Well said. Alright everyone, this is for our special episode today. Got any story or tips about dealing with FOMO? Send them our way.
Don't forget to follow us for more episodes. Take care and see you next time.
Bye!